Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another Trove video, and today we're going to be talking about that new pack that's been added to the store. So strap yourselves in. Whether or not this pack is going to be worth it, the short answer is yes, it is. The pack is pretty cool. It's got to do with the St. Cubes-like event. You're going to end up gaining quite a bit of mastery out of it, and on top of it all, the pack is available for credits. GameAgo has been doing a fantastic job with the recent packs they've finally been adding to the game. It took so long for them to actually start adding packs to the game, but I've been really happy with what they've been producing for it. Whether or not, like, so many of you guys I see in the Discord and stuff are still in the habit of like complaining about, you know, like, oh, it's just Trove and oh, they're just trying to get money and stuff. Like, it's a completely different company that is in charge of Trove right now, not only to give them the benefit of the doubt because they haven't ruined their reputation like Tryon Worlds has, but on top of that, I mean, I guess GameAgo has always had a pretty bad reputation, even though I don't see them as nearly as evil as Tryon Worlds was. I mean, Tryon Worlds was so greedy that they went bankrupt because they were just trying to rip off their players and didn't end up gaining enough money to sustain themselves because they kept having more dumb ideas for, hey, let's make another game that nobody wants. And anyways, GameAgo's been good to me as well. You know, Tryon Worlds, I've been playing Trove for years, and not to say that they were like bad to me or anything, but they gave me a couple items here and there and let me fiddle around with stuff on the test server. GameAgo has literally helped me out by making there's an affiliate link that I have in the description right now, and if you're new to Trove, you use that affiliate link, and then anything you buy out of the store, I'll end up making a cut. So if you want to support me by buying this pack, you pretty much have to buy the credits because it's only it's cash only as far as I know. Like, you can't just use your credits and then it's going to end up helping me out or anything like that, you know. But that's a huge opportunity and a huge step in the right direction that GameAgo needed to do, like that Trove needed to do with their content creators. But anyways, I don't mean to ramble about that. That was a very sweet transition though, wasn't it? I think I did a pretty good job advertising that. So anyways, let's talk about the pack, gamers. But before we do that, smash that good button. It's a good pack. It really is. What can I say? You know, it's going to be 3,000 credits. So 3,000 credits if you buy it is about 20 bucks or 15 bucks kind of thing. So, you know, the pack itself isn't too bad. Unfortunately, very unfortunately, the credit packs are like, if people are selling credit pouches, right? They're like, we've had 7 pages on PC for like a million years because barely anybody's selling credit pouches, and immediately they start going up in too much price. But the problem is that Trove's player base is slowly just kind of dwindling, and because of it, free-to-play players are seeing the repercussions of that, where getting these store packs is just harder and harder to do. You know, my pal Nintendo Gamer, who's another YouTuber, he pretty much is like almost 100% a free-to-play player. I think he's bought in some packs like way back in the day, but for the most part, he's free-to-play, and he's like almost max mastery, same as me. I'm a lot further ahead of him now because as they've added more and more packs to the game, he hasn't been able to buy them because credit pouches are like so expensive, and it's just so difficult to grind flux nowadays because of the dwindling player base. But back in the day, he would grind his heart out so that he could end up buying the credit pouches and buy the packs. Now, that said, you can still end up doing it as a free player, obviously. It's just going to end up being more difficult, and then the question remains, do you want to spend 3,000 credits on this pack or something else? Right? Because there are other options, including Vanguard stuff and whatever. I mean, I don't remember what the Vanguard packs are worth, but I'm pretty sure they're not worth only 30,000. But anyways, let's talk about the items in the pack. So you can already see that we've got this disgusting little ally right there. I don't know what it is. He just looks like he swears at you, you know? Like, it's like, hey, you stupid little... Like, he'd just be so angry at you for, like, fighting all the time. It looks like Trove's only little drunk character. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because he's hunched over and covering his eyes. I know it's supposed to be a leprechaun, and I mean, to his fault, like, I'm saying that he's adorable. I like him. He looks so stupid. But he's gonna be Squatty the Squire. I guess that means he's homeless. So, Squire to Sir Lanci-hop. Squatty wants to be a knight too. Excuse me? Oh, because the other ally is supposed to be a knight, and then this guy is the squire? That's kind of weird. But anyways, he gives you 7 jump, 35 magic fine, so that's not too bad. It's not great. It's not too bad. Let's actually look at the recent right here, just so I can show you the amount of mastery you get. So you get 50 for a mount, 50 for another mount, 20 for an ally, 20 for another ally, 1 for weapon styles and hats. Who cares? Except for this Fae helmet, for some reason, gives you 10 mastery. Okay, whatever, boomer. And then the costumes give you 35 mastery each. So that's a pretty decent amount of mastery out of a pack, just because it's been a while since we got like a lot of mastery. But anyways, the costume itself is pretty cool. You're gonna get 1 for the Fae Trickster and 1 for the Gunslinger. And the thing that at least is good about these is they do have a reskin of their color. It doesn't look like they ended up putting too much effort into the video effects or anything, but at least they went the extra mile of making them a reskin. Even the class gem ability, when you right click, is green, so that's pretty cool, because most costumes actually don't go that extra mile of just a simple recolor, you know. Especially, we haven't seen recolors or anything like that very often from Game Ago, because as far as I've heard, they don't have anybody on their team currently working on Trove that knows how to use popcorn VFX, which is literally how you create all of the video effects and stuff like that in the game. So maybe they figured it out a little bit more so that they can end up doing a reskin. Or maybe this is just from another costume that already has green. I don't know, man. Like, one of the costumes probably already has green, and I just forget. That's the problem with me playing this game as long as I have. So anyways, we got this mount. This thing is disgusting, but I kind of like it. I don't know why. Maybe just because the greens are kind of nice. Not to mention, it's spitting out, like, look at it. It's literally farting out rainbows, and as soon as you start driving it, it's got rainbow tracks behind it. Like, this is... This is so cool and so stupid at the same time. Like, I love it. It's also an ATV reskin, so the wheels do end up spinning. I have no idea why the wheels are 4-leaf clovers. That doesn't make any sense. But you can see there's nice extra details where even underneath it actually is all rainbow and stuff. And, you know, the front of it, to me, looks like it's I don't know, it looks like it's a gem, like a greater gem, but I could be wrong about that. I just like it. There's something about it. I don't know why, but it just looks cool. What do you guys think? You think it's a cool mount? If it is, let me know in the comments. But anyways, let's move on to the other stuff, right? Oh god, the VFX are all broken. Also, I guess I should mention too, I love these rainbow wings on this Fae costume. Like, I don't really like the Fae costumes very much, but I like the rainbow wings on this one. Also, this helmet is nightmare fuel, so I like it. I know that I don't have a helmet or a head right now. Actually, that's right, I can finally put a head on him, you guys, because the reason I hadn't used a head for the longest time is because the only way that you could get headless was through a glitch, which now that is no longer the case. Oh my god, that does look atrocious. I want to use this helmet on like the Revenant or something, then he'd just be some pissed off old guy. So now we've got the Gunslinger costume and the other mount right here, or ally, I mean. We do have a mount, but the Gunslinger costume is also pretty cool. Like, the devs actually did a good job with these costumes, man. Like, you know, they might end up just being like all, well, no, they're actually not all one color. I'm noticing some different shading. Good job, devs. They actually went the extra mile of making these costumes cool. I mean, it's a very simple reskin, but at least they did the job right, you know? Because usually when they add things to the game, they make it like the simplest form possible where it's all just one color. And very, very rarely we've seen them actually put like metallic blocks. So you can see like on our shoulder, it's actually a little reflective. Same with the guns because they're made of gold because leprechauns, right? But I like it. It's pretty cool. Not to mention the helmet itself is really dope because it's got the deal with it shades, so I'm down for that. Even if we do have that little hat, which I don't know, there's just something about it. Like, I really like these costumes. It gets me in the spirit of St. Paddy's Day. Like, they actually did a good job of it. Not to mention the cape is a freaking rainbow. Like, are you kidding me? That's great. Yeah. And the effects of the costume itself for the Gunslinger are green. I know for a fact there's a costume that the Gunslinger has that just does green VFX, so... but at least when we do our ult, it does actually change it and leaves, like you can see there's 3-leaf clovers spinning around our character, so that's awesome that they went the extra mile. I guess maybe they do have somebody working on the VFX now. That's pretty cool. And if we end up holding the right click, it's just going to be a standard green shot. It only works with the alt where it changes it to a clover, but it's a very simple touch, but it's very well appreciated. Like, I like these little extra details because they haven't done them in a while. And then there's this ally, which you literally can end up getting out of the St. Cubes Lick 2020 event, or you can get it out of the pack. I've talked about this in the event video as well. I think that's kind of lame. I wish that the pack had even just a recolor of the same frog or something, just so that the event itself gave us a different ally, because otherwise that's kind of like double dipping. It's like, okay guys. So anyways, what was the weird description of this? The cutest knight I've ever seen. So now this description is in the first person? Okay, well anyways, he's adorable. I like the frog mounts, so Merc is still playing Trove, confirmed, and it's going to end up doing the exact same thing. 7 jump, 35 magic find. And for some reason he's like a weird gross green frog. Nice colors. I like his hat. I love the fact that he's got a beard because he looks ridiculous, and then he's got gold on him. I guess we tried to like jam coins into him, or like they're coming out of him. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And then the final mount that you've already seen right here, another griffin. So we've actually got quite a few griffins in the game, but this is cool, dude. They really outdid themselves just as far as the devs are concerned. They actually like went the extra mile. They bothered making the wings 3D. They bothered actually putting like proper shading on everything, and it's just, I guess they actually wanted to work on these items because of the fact that they put them in a store pack, so they wanted to make them good, you know. But I really like it just because I like the griffin mounts in general. They're not my favorite, but I do like them. They got a nice animation to them. And the original griffin that was added to the game by Tryon Worlds, the wings are literally just flat, and it was, again, like only a couple colors. So it's nice to see something added by the devs that does literally end up changing, like it's got much higher quality. But I really like the way that these things animate. When they glide, they actually look like they're flying through the air with their wings like kind of fluttering around. And if you start turning, they start actually flapping. And it's a cool mount. Like, I like it. I don't understand why the bottom of it's brown. Maybe like it's got like bare feet or something, so maybe it's some type of St. Patty's event that I don't know about. Like, are bears associated with it? I don't know, man. But he's got a cute little hat. He's got those weird gold angry eyebrows, and he's got like a gold beak, and he's got nice colors, man. What can I say? And he's not just all one color. Like, look at his little rosy cheeks. Isn't that so cute? And then even his butt, I mean, most of it's all the same color, but then there's at least enough shading variation and changes to it that it actually looks like, you know, there's some type of pattern going on. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me today, gamers. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. Smash like, sub for more, buy some of the merch you want to support the channel. Sorry we didn't have face cam today, but I just wanted to rush this video out, and setting up my face cam takes like 2 minutes, and I didn't want to do that. Hashtag lazy. Sayonara and stay epic, gamers. And I almost completely forgot, just because it's like so useless. You'll also end up getting 7 Lucky Clovers out of the pack, so that pretty much is going to give you 50 magic find for 1 hour each. So I guess that's a total of 7 hours of an extra 50 magic find, which 50 magic find doesn't really do as much as the devs seem to think that it does. I mean, I'm sitting here at like over 6,000 magic find, and it's like there it makes a difference. Like when it's hundreds or maybe thousands, it makes a difference. But it's like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you seen a difference when using these Lucky Clovers, if you ended up buying the pack or not? But as far as I'm concerned, I'm just throwing these suckers into storage with the rest of them.